Are we back? Whoop whoop. Whoop whoop. Are we back? Yeah, we are. Okay. That was the first time today. That's okay, I feel. I don't know how much you heard of what I said, but I feel when we see only one way, we always have the opportunity to sit back and look at what is in front of us. But what is most important is to look at what is within. And so when love seems to be invisible, that most often is when it's directed at ourselves. And that deserves to be seen. That's truly how I feel. I'm being told by my guides, if there's any one of you who entered queued or who wanted to, who had a specific questions, I can take questions today. I'm just not going to go into proper transference, but I can take questions. Quick questions. In relationships or a specific situation. I would love to do that. I like to work that way too. So if anyone had a question when they asked to join, then you can ask it. Is that so, Snooze? Why the stream is not working? Are you all people facing the same problem? Are you? Can you see me okay, or can you only hear me? Reading about Diwali, it reminds me of the holiday Yule, or winter solstice, which is the darkest day of the year. Yeah, where it invites light. When did you first discover mindfulness? What did you mean by mindfulness, Osilax? I'm trying to think what it means to me. Also, what is your question, Snooze, love? What does mindfulness mean to you, Osilax? Because the first time I heard of mindfulness as a practice, it was with my brother, who is my cousin and brother, so I call him my broccoli. Not biological brother. He's my cousin that I moved to live with, and he became my broccoli. Because in Swedish, brother is bror or broder, and cousin is kusin, so it's very, very similar. But the closest I could find was broccoli. And then my sister, she's my zucchini. And the first time I ever heard of the practice mindfulness, I had a real difficulty towards it. And my brother was studying to become a psychologist. He's 10 years older than me. And he was studying to become a psychologist. And he would come to me when I was really upset. And I would say all these things that I don't want to do this and I don't want to do that and I feel worthless and all of this. And he would say, could you repeat that as Donald Duck? And I looked at him and I understood what he was trying to do. Because if I could repeat it as Donald Duck, it's just words. And I also had this issue with, I used to have a lot of tights. I used to wear tights all the time. Or spandex, I guess. And I was very sensitive, and my skin was very sensitive. And I would start to have this pain from some fabrics. And I remember he would ask me to give the pain a color and give the pain a shape. And in a very similar way that I work today, but back then for me, I understood what he was trying to do, but I really just needed someone to understand my experience, not someone else's perspective of my experience. And this is actually also coming into my learning curve now when talking about this. And since he was learning psychology and he was talking about mindfulness, this was the first experience I had with it. And I didn't want to practice it. And then I met with different doctors who gave me these different techniques of how to be mindful and mindful breathing and all of that. And it felt like people were, my personal experience back then was that people were trying to shape me rather than help me. And that wasn't because of the practice of mindfulness. It was because of my experience and my history with having people just move me about when they were putting me on prescriptions and when they were putting me in a schedule, and that was just things that had happened all my life. So when they started to try and help me, which they always did, but with mindfulness coming in, I saw it as just being one of those ways of trying to shape me and help me adapt rather than help or helping me be me. So I had a really difficult relationship to mindfulness. Hello, Mentalin Pluto. Welcome here to our little corner. Mentally on Pluto. I get it now. Mentally on Pluto. I'm sorry. Welcome, dear. So, yeah, that was the first thing that came to me with mindfulness. But then slowly in my own spiritual practice, I realized it's much more to it, and it's much more simple than what people first say. So it depends on if you speak about mindfulness, the practice, or mindfulness in actually just being. Yeah. I think I'm gonna, today hasn't been one of my days and I have to disconnect and do something else to help me. Absolutely, take care, Packet dear. Are me and this person I'm seeing gonna be a thing? Hallelujah! I'm sorry to say it like that. Snooze, this makes me so incredibly happy. Now, this person that you're seeing, this person that you're seeing, Snooze, you already are a thing in that they're pushing you out of this little bubble, this little snooze bubble, and that makes me so incredibly happy. So no matter where this is gonna go, you already have the relationship established. You already have this. It is already working in making you feel something new can come in. So yes, it already is a thing because it's helping you out into this world of possibilities, and not just in your work. But also in other areas. Sorry, I had to check. So it already is a thing, Snooze. Let just that feeling in itself, let that open up that door and have you take that step over the threshold. We actually connected from watching her performance. like almost a year ago, and then we met again recently. Because that's where the little hiccup went. Because I said, not just work, and then this is connected to work and somehow, but it feels like you also have this other. Yes, snooze. Have fun. And remember all that we've spoken about. Just embrace the new that is coming to you. It's your turn to be happy. And the moment we meet, we were already talking about working together, but also like we talk about how we're dating. Yeah. Just not just work. Dare to bring this other in. Dare to explore other things, which I feel you already feel you want to. You already have one foot in that. Just have fun, snooze. Honestly. Just have fun and be crazy and let that sparkling personality that you have in here as you, let that come out. You can be safe. Have fun. Truly. You have a simple question. Is it right to marry a person of different religion? It is right to marry a person, no matter their religion, if the both of you feel safe. You asking this means that it means a lot to you. Does it mean a lot to you because you're afraid it's not right? Or does it mean a lot to you because you're afraid it is right? No matter the religion, if it's someone you feel safe with, you should always listen to your inner voice. I've been very self-conscious about my weight and how I look to other people in general, even though most people think I'm fine. I eventually got the hang of it and feel pretty good physically, but not so much mentally. Any tips? Yes. Mentally on Pluto, you have other planets in the solar system and even more in the universe. When you focus so much on this part of you, other parts have evolved as well. You just need to bring in. You don't have to choose. You don't have to choose between different parts of yourself. You only need to be you. Because you want to be this new person, what you inspire to be is just you. And you have such a love for who you was before, but other parts of who you were before. But all of this is still you. It's still within you. So everything that you did and your hobbies and again, this is a theme of today, but your creative force, all the expression that you did. Why shouldn't you have the same dreams? Why do you need to become a new person when all you want to do is be you? Go out and chase that story that you always wanted to do. And have other people's story come true too. You're feeling emotionally drained because you're afraid of shaping yourself in one area means that you need to shape yourself, reshape yourself in all. You don't have to. Actually, you can't. It has always been you. It's still you, and you deserve to be you. and you feel this so within yourself, you just want to be you. You do not need to adapt in a way that you are pushing yourself to do. Love yourself for what has always been with you and show that to what is new, and go hand in hand together into the future and chase that story. I feel journalism or detective writing. Can you do detective writing? I wonder what that would mean. Chase that story. Do what you love. Being the person that you are. Being the person that you love. That's truly how I feel. Hello, Russ Piglets. I do not watch Yo-Yo, so Yo-Yo. That is my tip. You're draining yourself because you're afraid of having to change more parts of you. How do you feel mentally on Pluto? Do you understand what I'm saying? Oh, it's okay, Saturn. It's okay. We all express our comfort in being part of something in different ways. And that's okay. You were not prepared for that answer, mentally on Pluto. You are beautiful. You are really good at what you do in your dreams. And your dreams, you dream because you know them. And you know them because part of you is already there. Embrace what new comes to you. Love what has always been. And bring all of that together to meet the future. It felt like that was one of the reasons of why I wasn't able to love myself. I don't know if all this makes sense, but sometimes even I don't know who I am. That sounded awfully edgy, but I don't know whether or not considering myself a good person. I haven't really done any good. I'm trying hard to do it right now. You don't have to. That's the thing. Hello. Hello, Mickey. I would love to give you a healing if you come back. But for now, mentally on Pluto, you have so much inside of you. And you're afraid of yourself rather than other people. So get to know yourself. What is it truly that you want to do? You're the very ask to change. The very feeling of not loving yourself is a proof of you somewhere deep within doing so. Because you want something better for yourself. You deserve to be you. I don't think that usually when we say, I'm not going up in your frequency today, love, but usually when we say that, we don't know who we are. It's more about not knowing who we are from other people's reaction. People seem to see us in a way that we do not see ourselves. I have a client of mine who is 53 years old, and they say to me, I never learned who I am. And I say to them, but all of your experience, every second you are you. So even if you can't put words to it, for 53 years, for them, you've been you. So not knowing who you are, I feel comes more for expectations that you feel is put on you from the outside. Hi love, you wanna say hi? You wanna say hi? I know you don't like this. I know. Come. Oh, I'm sorry. Come say hi. Oh. He used to love that when he was little, and now when he's a grown-up, he's all like, no, I wanna choose myself when I do stuff. You can say hi from there. It's okay. I'm sorry, love. I'm sorry, love. This is Mickey, everyone. I'm sorry, love. You don't want to say hi? No. That's okay. He used to sit on Bempe's shoulder when he was a kitten and we went to the vet. He would sit on his shoulder and he would hug and hug and hug and cuddle all day. And then when he grew up, he said, no more. I do not want you to cuddle me no more. But he still wants kisses. So it's all about, I think it's more about feeling a perception of how other people see you and you feeling your own experience of you, which is everywhere. That's still an experience. Does not resonate with what they see. Hey love, I know you just want, I know, honey. I know, love. And he still wants a lot of attention, although he doesn't want cuddles all the time. We love him for it. We love him because he's he. Yeah. But please don't hurt that. Please, honey. Mickey, you wanna come here and say hi? You wanna come here and say hi? You don't want to? You don't want to? That's okay. Please don't hurt things in the room. Yeah? Please don't hurt things in the room. You wanna come say hi? Nope. You just want attention. It's no fun. Is it no fun? No, it's no fun. And I think that is because we just want to be us, right? And we're all different. Not everyone wants a cuddle, but we all want attention in our own way. And that's okay. That's okay. So usually it comes from feeling other people. You don't resonate with other people see in you. And you feel because they probably know who they are, they should know what it is to be alive. And so it's not about you not knowing who you are. It's about you knowing who you are, but feeling others' doubt. And I know that you say, but I really don't know who I am. But this experience that you feel, being everywhere, that is where you are and who you are right now. That is part of that experience. And if we can acknowledge that, however chaotic or however silent and then noisy, however it is, if we can experience or acknowledge that as our experience here and now, we can also get to open up to what it can mean in the future. You demand cuddles and kisses from your baby kitty? He's 11. Yep. How to tell someone you can't do something who doesn't understand mental health and has used it to abuse you. It's a unique experience and will be different for everyone, Naomi. But when we talk about abuse, which is never okay, again, I don't think this person comes from bad intention, but I think they have to force themselves on you and on everyone because they are simply tired and exhausted. And the only thing that you can do is to just be you. I would really want to look into that energy, but I also think that you yourself have the answer to it. But what I feel in this is that here is someone who really wants to push, because that's the only thing that they have ever done. They always just pushed and pushed and pushed and forced themselves onto everyone and anyone. And so I'm not saying that you need to understand their side of things, but I'm saying because this is someone who's pushed, because of feeling they cannot be seen or being heard in any other way. Honestly, I do not say this often, but what only can be done right now, what I see in this energy, and I'm not looking into it completely because I don't work with energy today, but what is needed right now is space. So the only way is to walk away right now and to build yourself in a space where you feel safe. So I know in the energy you say you can't walk away. So what you need to do then is to find space that you can have for yourself, or something, a little something that is you, so that you can build your own backbone to buy that beautiful energy you have. Let that spread also to them, in having them realize it's all about pushing them out of this cycle, this endless cycle of pushing and pushing and pushing and pushing. That's not going to be something that you can do overnight. So you need to walk away in some way or form to find yourself in a healthy position when you know who you are, which you already do since you see boundaries, but to build yourself up and feel safe in you. And I would love to look more into this energy. I promised myself my own boundaries to not work today, but just to have that little something that is just yours. It could be so simple, with just having this little ritual of having a cup of tea or opening the window and just breathing a little something that is you, so you can feel love in that moment. And slowly, each time you do, stay in that memory and letting that memory come into your heart so that you can start feeling safe in you. But it's not your responsibility to help heal the situation, because it's something that will take time, and you already are part of it, but it will take time. And what you need to do, and you know this yourself, is to heal yourself. And when it feels impossible, we always have these small parts where we can find us. We have mice in the walls. Sorry. And you need to distance yourself from the situation. And when the energy says you cannot leave, at least find these moments where you can treasure yourself and build from there. I had to leave now, but I want to send you so much love, so have a great rest of your stream. Yeah. Take care, Luna. I love you so much. I lived with 2 really toxic parents that didn't really set a good example for me. I know that shouldn't determine who I am. I'm capable of a lot. I've been pretty mean to myself and to others because I didn't really know how to properly express my emotions due to poor parenting. I truly fear that I'm becoming like them, angry, ruthless. I don't want to be like that, but sometimes I am. When we're afraid of becoming our parents, one thing that we have to see in this, again, I'm not going up in frequency today, but one thing generally that I've seen happen to others in this is that anything that reminds us of them makes us feel scared that we're becoming them. But one thing we have to remember is that they are human too. So there will always be parts where we resonate with more than what was toxic. Not all of what we are is what hurt us. And so you are your own person. You have your own emotions. Your anger is not your parents' anger. We all have our own ways that our own reactions and our own steps that comes natural to us in our reactions. We all have our own protective mechanism, and we all have our own way of working and functioning, and we all have emotions. So because you react in one way that you resonate with doesn't necessarily mean that the next step will be the same as your parents did. And you acknowledging this really helps also see that situation, because your anger is valid. Your sadness, your grief, your frustration is valid. We all have a shared part of emotions, but you are your own. Just because you're human doesn't mean you're your parents. You're you. And I understand the fear in this, but we will always resonate with certain things. But the experience of that certain things are also anchored with different things inside of us. And that's okay. So, dare to meet those emotions, because they are yours. They're your way of reacting. However similar to your parents, you are your own being. And when acknowledging this and giving it love and appreciation that it deserves, you can also invite new parts into this and new perspectives. Because you're human does not mean you're your parents. You're always gonna be you. And life is happening right here and now. And you deserve to take part in it. You have anger. You have frustration. You have sadness. You have confusion. You have all of us. We all do. it's part of the same from different perspectives. That does not mean we are the other person. We're not. We're us. And you deserve to meet you. I would write everything down. I would write all of these worries. I would suggest you write them to yourself, giving expression to them, not being afraid of them, because they are your reality. So if you write it down and you have it come out in a raw fashion where you just let it come out how you experience it, you give an expression to it. You're giving it a space and a room. And now you can open up for what is also in here, where this has been in focus. Let it out. You deserve to be you. You are you. You deserve to take part of what is yours, your life. Thank you, Kitty Slayer. Beautiful seeing you. I'm gonna call you Kitty, if that's okay. I don't want to drain my energy today and 100% respect your boundaries. You answered my question with such care and sweet energy. I would love you to come back because there's a lot in this, Naomi. But really the small things that you can do for yourself to find you and to bring that into your heart, to have a home in you that will help you show and help you trust your own intuition, which you have a great deal of, to see how to find balance in the situation. But it's all about you. You need love for you. Hello, thank you so much. I missed that completely. Gokrang, thank you so much for gifting us up to Burgess. Welcome both of you to our little corner. We usually work with energy healing and energy reading here on the channel. I am an intuitive reader, counselor, and healer. And I usually work with transferences on Fridays. And we also have mice in our walls that our cat is chasing currently. That's what's happening behind me. And today I felt I just needed to take a little step back and to just be me. But next week we're coming back to our original planning where we work with energy together. Mickey! Oh, he's hunting. I'm sorry, guys. Belly Bob, hello. Did I see your spoon? No, love. What spoon? To lighten the energy a bit, what's something you're passionate? Mickey! I know, love, but not right now. It's okay. It's okay. Something I'm passionate about? I know what it sounds like, but my work. I love when I love to be in that moment where I either feel in the energy. Hey, love, it's okay. He is really in a hunting mood. Look at him. So much energy, right? I love to be in that moment, in energy or someone in front of me, when you feel and see that spark form in their eyes, when there's inspiration given to them. And when they can start loving themselves, or when they realize they always have. That is what I'm passionate about. That is what I love. And that is what brings me inspiration each and every day. Mm-hmm. You're having fun, love. You're having fun. He is an amazing hunter, and it's unfortunate, but it's also part of life. I just let it be what it is. But he is amazing at hunting. He's one of those cats who can just sit and jump straight up and then lift his head and he has a prey in his mouth. And sometimes you can even see him jump and adjust himself in the air to land perfectly where he heard a little noise. It's awful, but it's something I just let be what it is. And I thank the life. Honey, not now. Mickey, Mickey. Tempus, honey, are you here? Are you here, love? Could you come and get Mickey some num-nums? Jonathan? So, usually on Fridays, he's not like this, but today he is. Mickey, please, honey. Jonathan? Yeah. Could you come give him some num-nums? Some num-nums? Yeah. It's something that I just let be what it is. And I thank life for being beautiful, no matter how long you get to live. It's a really difficult thing, I find. Thank you, love. Yeah. Like Mickey this way? Yeah. He is. It's rather late here in Sweden, so he's getting into hunting mode, night mode, hunting mode. And that's okay. He's beautiful. The very way that he is. So I hope, Naomi, I hope that for you, I feel it's so important to just have these small little moments. That is you. And you can meet that in you and let that open up for your own intuition in balancing the situation out. That's truly how I feel. Does that make sense to you, Naomi? I'm so not used to not working with energy, but I've had a really good little stream today. Shared some stories and had fun together. I also saw someone disagreeing with what we do. If you're still here, where was it? I saw someone had supposed disagreeing. Anyway, you who thought that it was wrong what we do, I'd love to hear your input. There it is. The SVCK MYCRVSTEDB4IIIS. I'd love to hear your input there. It does. Sure, there were 7. And that's okay. We started out with streaming on just chatting, and we had many coming in. I love meeting people with different perspectives and different energies, And we have it so that on our channel, because we haven't met them since we moved over to tarot, but now we're back on just chatting tonight, and then next week we'll be back to tarot and our own energy readings and healings, and we'll be back to usual. But what we have here on the channel, and that's important for me and Bempus, is that people who come in, no matter what they say, as long as it is only directed at me, that's okay. If it starts to be offensive towards other people in chat, that's not okay. But if it's just towards me, that is okay, because I also want to give them a chance to say what they are thinking about, what they want to, because when we express, we do so differently, and that's okay. That is how I feel, and that is what I think that is what is important to me. End of December. My mum was born at the end of December. So, do you have any questions you would like to ask, or anything that you would like us to do before we end today's little stream? It's been a different one today, but it was needed, and I really appreciate you being here with me. You who got subs, everyone who is subscribed, if you join us on Discord, once a month we have this beautiful little healing evening when we work with the energy of the meridian flesh, which is beautiful. I love it so much. And for everyone who is a subscriber, it is a free entry. And for who is not, it's a $10 entry. But for everyone who subscribes, the 8th, we go again. So the 8th of December. And I would love you to join if you feel like it. Thank you, Naomi. That is exactly the little link. And we're a beautiful little community in our bubbles in. And there are many people who love to just be. And so some love to chat, others love to just be. But all are on their own healing journey. And all are an equal and valid and beautiful part of what I call home. What happens between now and December the 8th? What happens is that I have one-on-ones Monday till Thursdays, and then on Fridays at 6 p.m. GMT +1, I have open transferences, readings and healings with a queuing system that is always open. And so this is the slot we usually work with energy, and we do so over at tarot. And then that is every Friday. And then just hanging out and enjoying our time together in Discord. And then at the 8th, we meet up and we have this beautiful little healing evening. Satrin, thank you so much for resubscribing. V Bubbles, Bitch Glitter, V Bubbles, Bitch Glitter, Glitter, and V Bubbles. I love it. It's beautiful having you here, dear. I hope that you had a lovely evening or day or morning, that you had a lovely little time in our corner today, although it was different than what it usually is. But I really enjoyed today. You want to join more calls? Satrin? Hello, quiet a day. How are you? Who is your soulmate, love? Energy is like a one warm, loving hug. That's how I feel. I want to just embrace. Because when we embrace others, we embrace ourselves. And the other way around. And I needed this little chat today. Because I've been really taking a step back and looking at what it is that I do. And I come to realize I do me. And I do what I love. But I will do so more cautiously. And I am so grateful for the experience that these past weeks have given me and will continue to give. And if any one of you would like to get in contact with me, I have very few, but I have some slots left for one-on-ones with healing, counseling, or light work coaching. I also have slots for a process where all that is included in different ways. For those who are subscribers, it is a free entry ticket to our monthly little get-together working with the Meridian Flush. If you do not know what the Meridian Flush is, the meridian, or the meridians, is what the ancient Chinese medicine teaches us. It's our energetic channels. So the teaching says that the very same way that we have our blood vessels that transports our blood around, we have energetic vessels or energetic channels called the meridians that once connected us to the universe. And then the teaching says that at some point this was disrupted, but can still be. And the meridian flush is quite literally a flush of the energetic system where you let go of what does not know or what does no longer serve you. I also work with an integrated healing where I add to the meridian flush a way to work that energy to have it come back into you, what you let go of, but doing so in a way that helps the flow rather than creating blockages. It is beautiful. It is an intelligent energy that is wonderful to work with. Hello again. Oh, good sir. I'm sorry, dear. Just breathe. Oh, good sir. I'm gonna send you some healing. Not much, but just a little, if it's okay that I'm coming through. Just a little something to try and help you, your muscles, relax. Is that okay with you? I trust someone whose wooden floor matches. Oh, wooden floor matches their wooden roof. Yes, I know. It's a little, we live in a little cottage. It's not a little cottage. It's a part of a farmhouse, but not that big. From 1800? No. Yes, 1800 would be 1800. And it's this room. It's very, very small. It's a tiny room, but it's really beautiful. And it has wooden floors and wooden ceiling, indeed. It's just the way that it is right now. And because Lady Luna Star and Tara and Paga gifted me this beautiful little portrait that Lady Luna Star did of me, I need to have the camera pointing up towards the ceiling so you can see all the portraits. That is why. But yeah. when the ground you touch matches the world that you perceive as protection without actually feeling, a certain purity exists. I love that. So it's repurposed barnwood. I'm not sure it is, but maybe. Maybe it is. You don't have to do that. Listen to your own body and mind first. I don't mind, Alcazar. I know that I've said to others before, but with you it would just be a little soft, just a little relaxation. Not more than that. My guides are asking me to. I hope for you, others who ask, I hope that we could in words bring that sense of being seen. That is what is most important to me. That you get to feel not alone. Because you are loved. And sometimes we need that reflection to realize that we also can love ourselves. And that that is okay. So, Alcazar, I'm coming through to you. I'm not going to use fire or water today. I'm just going to very, very gently. Hello. Very gently. Just helping those muscles relax. Very, very gentle and easy, just being way. Good. And now you opened up to it. Good. One more time. Just breathe in and out. It's okay. All that you need to do has its place, has its appreciation. You will not forget. Now, what you need is sleep. You are loved. You're protected. You're safe. Now, this noise that is coming in, we're gonna listen to it. We're gonna appreciate it. And slowly, we are going to let it fade out and become part of our beautiful flow. Good. And one more time. You are seen. You are loved. It's okay. Someone asked me before what I'm passionate about. This is it. Sleep well, Alcazar. It's okay. Very slowly, this energy is gonna come closer closer to you. Just embrace it and embrace yourself. How are you feeling? Just let go. All is safe. You have your guides coming in to help you to sleep well. I'm glad. People don't recognize how their favorite room describes who they are. It's true though, because we resonate with it. I'm still with Alcazar. I'm still sending this energy. It's beautiful. I love this. So, in the same way that we see only parts of a person that we resonate with, it's the same where how we feel drawn to be in a certain environment. So I can see it makes sense. My parents' bedroom is all repurposed wood. It's much less wasteful. Yeah. That's beautiful. I love that aesthetic as well. And the energy, all the wisdom and knowledge and memories. I love that. I have a slightly pretentious yet curious question. Where would everyone want to be right now if they could be if they couldn't be where they currently are? I would want to be with my twin. I would want to be in my twin's embrace and just balance everything out. That is my honest answer. I would love to be in a cabin near the woods with the lake surrounding, with my best friend, where we can just be. That's beautiful. I would like to be resting in a forest cabin surrounded by peaceful grizzly bears, heralding by a spirit of seasoned moose. Wow, I love that. The Phasmid. What can I call you, the Phasmid? Because I feel I want to call you by a different name. There's an energy there. A cabin too? Yeah, I'm in a kind of a cabin. Me too. Canada. All I know is that I felt better as soon as I turned into this channel. I'm glad. I'm glad, my friend. Hasmatology. What's the difference between a chickpea and a garbosa bean? I never had a garbosa bean in my face. Wow. What a way to end the stream, right? Sleep well, Akitsar. This energy is gonna stay with you for a little bit. You are surrounded by love. So, am I in trouble? Yeah? How come? Oh, I see. That's funny. I got it now. I'm a bit too tired. And I've not been connected to my twin for a long time. And he is more that person who finds these kind of things funny with urine. He would have loved that. I'm sorry, it went completely whoosh. I'm too tired. You may want to enter the queue for transference next Friday or come back to watch, whatever you feel comfortable with. Yeah. You will probably hopefully fall asleep soon. We'll leave stream on because your voice keeps me calm. I'm glad, Alcazar. You have many around you coming into the space right now to just help you breathe. But you're too. You need to open up for that. But you're doing brilliantly, so I'm gonna be quiet. Is this an identical fraternal twin or a twin flame? It's a telepathic twin, Naomi. So it's someone I share a system with who is walking the earth at the same time as me. It could be someone who is part of my soul family. We never met face to face. The only interaction that we had is sharing mind and thoughts, but having our own and experiences, physical experiences, and memory bank. But we have our own mind. We have our own body. So we're two separate beings sharing a system. Me and my fiance sometimes look at it as being, because he loves IT and understands things. Yeah, he's brilliant with computers. My fiance is. He's brilliant with computers. And we saw it as being, if everyone is connected as we are, that would be Wi-Fi. Oh, maybe. No. A server, maybe. But with me and my twin, it's like a local network. So I believe that we're all connected, but sometimes we have fast routes to one another for a reason. That's really cool. How did you figure out that you had a twin? It has been gradually. So I saw this energy from when I was very young. I knew that it was a boy who was older than me, but I didn't know if it was a spirit, so to speak, if it was a fraction of my own imagination, if it was some other kind of being, I didn't know. But he gave me comfort at particular points in my life. And then when I met my fiance, he was following this individual who was doing something that he was interested in at the time, and it is something that is that you can see. So it's partly in the limelight, or how do you say? So I started to watch that individual, and then one day, because it was gradually, I also went into this, I could feel how it was to be a man. And it wasn't that I wasn't a man or a woman, it was that I was both. And so I went into this stage in my life where I was very, very confused, and this was going on and became more and more prompt the older I got. And one day I saw someone completely different in the mirror. Oh no! 2 months already? I feel like we made fast friends, Sarah. Oh, you've been such a valuable mentor and calming force in my life. Anna sent me, she was the one sending me the happy birthday song. It's beautiful seeing you here, love. How are you? So I really appreciate it, Anna. So it was a gradual, I could really talk about it for hours because it's so much in this. There was just another part in my life that wasn't my life. It was certain things that I already knew and certain things I knew I didn't want to do, or certain places that I felt I wanted to go visit, and when I did, I knew where I was. It was certain languages that came to me. There's so much, it's been a very gradual process, but it came to a climax, if one could say, one day 4 years ago when he would show up at the end of my bed in astral projection. And when I recognized him from who my fiance's been following, or, watching in what they do, it all just made sense to me. And from there, it's just been a evolution, a mini evolution, in a sense. And even if this is true or not, it's how I react to how I see it right now. It makes sense to me. So I no longer had this identity crisis because I understood these memories that comes to me and they're not mine, belong to someone else. And me feeling I'm a boy comes from having been a boy 10 years prior to being born as a girl. And all of this with sexuality and memories and reactions to particular smells and songs or situations, everything just made sense. But it's been a gradual process, and there is so much in this that I could talk for hours. And maybe one day I will. But his integrity has to be kept in place, safe. So therefore I can't. But it has been something that I've been experiencing together with my fiancé, and at a level that we thought we were going mad, but then the constant repetition in proof that I can't explain right now because of the integrity of the person. But believe me, it made it so that after a couple of years, we just had to accept it more and more. So it's been a very gradual process. And I used to say this, that either one day maybe we can share it together. Or if it turns out to be not true, I have a book to write. Yeah. Of course, Naomi. But there are vital parts of the story that I cannot share. I can only share that the experience is mind-blowing, beautiful, absolutely horrific, physically painful, and emotionally disruptive, and absolutely amazing, and a true testament of unconditional love. Hello, Kylan Parker. Welcome to the little corner, dear. I will, Laura, sorry. I always say Laura, I'm so British. I'm sorry, Laura. If it turns out either that he feels safe in us sharing the story, we will write it together. Or if it turns out it is not true and has been a part of my personal journey, which it also has been, but if it turns out that it was just a way from my brain to trying to handle the things that I've gone through, then that fictitious story, I will write it, because it is beautiful. It has all the elements, but right now it looks very much to be real, especially when there are cases coming up telling me about a similar experience where they indeed have actual contact with their twin, so they can communicate in their mind and continue the conversation on the phone. When I realized this, that was earth-shattering to me. But now I find it to be beautiful. And more people are coming to me and talking about these kind of experiences. So I hope when the time is right, I get to meet. I get to meet this person as well. Mm. Thank you, Kyle. Even not real, I want to read. I like fantasy books. Yeah, and I want to write it, no matter if it's real or not. But since it is starting to be it's still questionable, but it's really difficult 4 years in with everything that's happening, and especially more people sharing a similar story, a similar experience. It's starting to become really difficult to brush it off, and so therefore we have to keep their identity and their integrity intact, and they will also have to be comfortable with sharing should it turn out that we are indeed doing this. And more, because of everyone that we are connected to and all the memories that we have to different people. That is important. So it will take time, and it has to, and that's okay. But when the time comes, the things we can share. There's so much. It is so much fun and so crazy and so painful, as I said, and so heartbreaking and so incredibly beautiful that I want to express it. And the way that I can express it today is to simply enjoy it and to take it for what it is. Merlin Sarah book. Hello, Frassen. I'm gonna call you Frassen. It sounds like dad in Swedish. I love pizza. I cannot have gluten, and I am vegetarian, but gluten-free vegetarian pizza is the S. I love it. I really do. And guys, are you ready for this? I love pineapple on pizza. I really do. Welcome, dear. Welcome to our little community. You love margarita? Pizza margarita? Mm-hmm. Do I believe in the law of attraction? I do. I definitely do. We are all part, I believe, in the same energy, and so we will all affect that energy. And when we focus on certain things, that will affect the atoms around that certain thing, and that certain thing can be a part of an individual, it can be an object, it can be an energy. It's always an energy, but it could also be a thought, because a thought also exists. So everything that we do affects one another, and the law of attraction, I do believe in. But I believe there are different layers to it, and I believe that there are different perspectives to it. Because sometimes we need to focus on something different to believe in what we know to come in, to open up that energy for it. But if we are afraid and we are scared of something happening, it's more about knowing that it will happen, feeling that in the energy. It's interesting. I could talk about that for hours too, but yes, I do believe in the law of attraction. Mm-hmm. Shiro, hello dear. Today I'm not working with energy, can you believe it? I needed to have a day to just be me. I had someone remind me of the importance of coming from heart, and I've been working with energy 24/7 for 2 weeks. My fiance says a month, but it's at least 2 weeks with no breaks, no real breaks. So I started to trust that, so to speak, too much. So I just need to come back to me, so I can go in fresh and see all the little bits that can bring inspiration to an interaction. We need to center ourselves. Yeah, we do. We do. We cannot help others if you don't take care of ourselves. No. And I agree with that. And I have a little learning lesson. I got myself a little lesson from something that happened. And I know that spirit, I can see the overall meaning and reason for what happened. But I can also see that me as a person could have handled that better. And so I see where my ego went in because it was exhausted. So I always talk to people about pushing the pen, that when the ink ran out, sometimes we push harder against the paper instead of putting up a new pen. I could hear how Swedish that sounds, how I pronounced it. Sometimes it comes through. And I've started to do that myself because I'm human. And now I just needed to just be and see that I am loved, for I can love myself no matter. And I hope to share that feeling. But it is difficult not to go up and work with energy. It is a challenge. But it's beautiful and I really like it. I love it. So Kylie and the other people, I feel really you, Kyle, I think you would really enjoy coming to our Discord because I feel you are looking for, I'm gonna just say this because this is information coming to me now. You are looking for your soul family. You are looking for, because you know that your puzzle piece go together with something more, and you feel there is something small that is so big that you are looking for. You are being pulled. And I see that on our Discord channel. I can see people, there are people who are looking for the same thing. It doesn't necessarily mean that it is your soul family, but I can see how that you can inspire each other to meet the individuals that you are looking for. That's how I feel. Too many healers push themselves and they get pretty sick. Yeah. When I started healing, I would make the exchange, so I would take all the pain into my body. That's how I would start. And then that's what I did, and that's what I thought was the only thing I could do. And then when I started the spiritual practice, and I will never forget the first time, my guides said to me, because I could listen to them then, and they said to me, okay, you pull this out, and you could see the body as in front of you. What do I do with this? Can I throw this away? Because this is what I would put in me, right? That's not possible. It's not possible to do so. What am I gonna do? Should I throw it away? All this, look at how this person is right now, how calm they are. They deserve to feel this always. I want this, you know? And my guides said to me, no, you gotta put it back. What? This sludge? Or this black goo? I had to put that back into a body that is finally in peace with themselves? Yes. Why? Because there are parts in this so much more than what you see. This was how I learned cluster healing. I was essentially holding a cluster. A cluster that is a lot of emotion that you don't like, that's been put up somewhere in your body to create this blockage. I pulled it out and I wanted to throw it away because I could see the difference. What we needed to do was to see this from a new perspective. Without this, they wouldn't recognize themselves. This is part of them. There is so much in this other than just the goo. And even the goo has love in it. It's just from one perspective. So, this was how cluster healing for me was formed. They told me to bring in perspective with my bubble, to open up breathing room in this cluster, to this cluster. Sometimes they ask to bring a healing energy of their own into here, but always we show it to the inner child that all this you're safe with. We appreciate it, we love it, we let it have its space, and then we put it back into the body to slowly let it become part of the natural flow. No longer a blockage. But it takes time. There's so much anchored within this that we might not be aware of. In every situation that we're in, we anchor smell, feel, emotion, sound, visual, everything. We anchor that together into this very situation, and we might not be aware of it. Hello, Patrick. I am too tired. Patrick Paladin, welcome dear to our little corner. But the first time I did this, I could see this tentacles just spreading all over this body again. And they had been in peace. What am I doing? Slowly though, over time, that shifted color. It was no longer a black sludge. It was a beautiful channel of open doors to their own emotions and love. But I was terrified the first time. And this is the practice that I work with today, cluster healing. To appreciate what you don't want to see about yourself, because it's seen from one perspective. There's always more perspective to it. There's so much in you. That's why I never went into psychology. I'd be worried to take everyone else's pain home. And they need to transmute it within themselves. They need to learn. Yeah. Ruby, hello, love. How are you? Good morning. Well done, Ruby. Good morning. Now I know why I stayed up. No, this is beautiful. This is beautiful. So that is how my cluster healing was formed. And I put so much trust into that healing guide. And I see us do, together with the people that we meet, incredible things. But who is it that is doing the healing? Well, the person themselves. We're only opening up the inspiration to heal. But these pictures and visualizations that comes to me, they are so beautiful. And what I find really interesting is when a client afterwards share a similar visualization. I love that. And I'm so curious in how that come to be on a psychology, not psychology level, but on a psychic level either. But on a biological level, on an actual scientific level, let's say. I'm so curious in how it works, and I believe that there's electricity. That's how I want to watch it, look at it now. Anyway. Did you get to sleep tonight, Ruby? Yeah. So again, it has been a very different stream today, but it's been a beautiful one, and it was needed to me. I challenged myself. There has still been energy coming in, but it's been in a calm and beautiful way, and I really appreciate you being here with me. And as I said, if you would like to get in touch with me, Discord is the easiest way. Please come join our little bubble in if you feel like it. We would love to have you. And yeah, I will be back next Friday with energy transference, with energy readings and healings. If you came for a reading or a healing today, I hope that you still managed to get some inspiration, some bubbles, and some love and comfort from yourself reflected here in us. Thank you for being you. You are beautiful the very way you are. And take care. I will run the little credits, and then please put in chat a suggestion for who we can raid, because I love to meet people that way. I love it. I just click follow, and then next time I see them I will hop in and watch their stream. That's how I do, because now I go sleep. Or actually I probably go have a cup of coffee and sit down and look at tally and then go shower and sleep. But that's usually how it goes. But it's been a different one, but it's been a beautiful one. Thank you, Satrin. Thank you, Ruby. Thank you, Shiro, Laura, Paladin. I'm gonna call you Paladin now. Everyone who joined. And if you're new, come on over to a little bubble. Bubble gin, I almost said. Bubble in. There's no gin in it, unfortunately. But there's an in with love and with comfort. And people. So all of you that are in queue, you will go into pending, and I look forward to meeting you next week. Thank you so much once again for being you. Take care and have a lovely weekend. I'll see you soon. Hugs and bubbles. Take care. Bye for now.